Longines is a storied watch house that, in my opinion, doesn't get enough attention. So let's fix that and give them that much deserved attention. The brand is the oldest trademark in watchmaking, going all the way back to 1832. They have many world firsts and contributions to the study of horology, so you can proudly wear a Longines. Now let's get into it. Introducing the all-new Longines Conquest. And the Conquest line of watches began in 1954. It was the first time Longines created a family group name for a category of watch. This all-new Conquest goes back to its roots, which, unlike the previous generation, leaned more towards the sporty side. With its large Arabics, Marmite crown guard, and 300 meters of water resistance. But that's all in the past. This all-new generation of Conquest did lose water resistance. We are now down to 100 meters, but it still has a screw-down crown that works flawlessly, and it's impossible to cross-thread. It is so well made, guys. The crown has the embossed winged hourglass logo. It's nice and grippy, and it comes in at a healthy 6.4 millimeters. Now the biggest change on the Conquest is my favorite update, those crown guards. They are now very smooth, but they still have a well-defined edge. Do you guys like this change? Let me know down in the comments. Now something we can all agree upon is the case. You do get excellent finishing. It looks like a step above the last generation, with silky brushing on top of the lugs and mirror finish high polish on the sides of the case. This case gives off iconic Rolex Oyster vibes, but a little bit more broad and manly. Now speaking of that case, what's the dimensions? I got 41 millimeters in diameter, secret measurement 34.5. And we have a thickness of 10.9 and a lug-to-lug of 49 millimeters even. That's a bit long, but we are under the 50 mark. The watch does wear a little bit larger than its size indicates, but you guys be the judge on my 6.6 inch wrist on the faraway shots. The sapphire crystal has AR coating on both sides, and that's a huge mistake. That is not needed on a flat sapphire. I can understand it on the Longines Spirit. The Spirit has a double dome. We want to minimize the reflections. But here, I'm not a fan of it because it could scratch. The resistance is roughly equivalent to Hardlex. Let's take a look at the bracelet. It is an H-link with a brushed H and high polish centers. It is completely solid with an elegant taper going from 21 millimeters down to 16. The finish looks to be of high quality. The butterfly clasp only closes one way, and there are no micro adjusts, but you do get half links, one on each side. Now there is a negative to this bracelet. It is sized with push pins. No screws here, which I was expecting screws. It is easy to size with the push pins, but let me know how you feel about it on a luxury watch. With the all-new Conquest, you can pick from 5 different colorways: a black, brown like we have here today, white, blue, and a green. Is anyone else getting Aqua Terra vibes? The dials are all sunray, and the brown will probably be the least popular, but man, give it a chance. It looks almost coppery, a little bit of gold in some lighting, and then dark chocolatey brown in others. It is very beautiful. There is an applied winged hourglass and Longines Conquest automatic printed. I could do without the word automatic. I would rather 10 ATM, 100 meters. And an interesting characteristic of the dial is the grooved ring under the applied hour markers, just inside the printed chapter. It catches the light and gives the Conquest some identity. Well done, Longines. For the hour markers, we have gorgeous, high-polished, hand-applied indices. Man, they look good. They have tapering bevels on the sides, and the tops are flat, but then they arch downwards smoothly near the edge of the dial. It's a fantastic look. Now there is a half indice at 6 o'clock because that's where the date window is, and I appreciate that positioning. And I find it interesting that the brown dial and the green dial don't get a color-matched date window. The black and white and blue all get color-matched date discs. I don't mind the white date disc here as it aids in legibility. The hands are high polish with a canal running down the center. And the part of the hands that don't have lume look like there's a groove or ridges to match the design element on the dial. Now let's check out the lume. Although we do have Swiss Superluminova, there isn't much of it and it's not the greatest. So I'm going to say weak lume. The case back has a display sapphire so you can see that beautiful movement, but now let's see how that movement performs. Although this one is not COSC certified, it's a Longines. What does that mean? It means you're going to get better than COSC accuracy anyways. We got -2, 0 in the fourth and final round, 0. Now let's do 12 down to see that positional variance. This one is the L888.5. It's a 25.2 VPH 21 joule hack handwind automatic with a free sprung balance, silicone hairspring, and 72 hours of power surf. And just like I suspected, we are getting better than COSC. We got +4, +3, and the fourth and final round +3. On the wrist performance should be about +1.5. So no surprise, a great watch from Longines, but what's the price? Well, this one comes in at $1975 USD. And at that price, it's absolutely worth it, right under that $2,000 entry luxury level. But with this heritage and this finish, with this movement, you can buy with confidence. And if you're not a fan of the size, I think Longines may give us a smaller option in the future. They like to do many different sizes to target a broader audience. But I'm curious, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and if you liked this video, then you will love the 2 Longines videos I have for you on the right of your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next one.